Ancient strategy, modern sales, one usable line per episode.
Last time, let them step into it. Today, the line to remember before your next call. Episode 45, the season finale, and the one principle that ties everything together. Here's where I am right now. 44 episodes in, I've learned to remove pressure, read signals, create space, exit with grace, let the other side move first. But there are moments, right before a big call, where all of it gets crowded out by noise.
What noise?
The quota, the pipeline review, the manager asking for updates, the voice in my head saying, "You need this deal." And in that moment, everything I've learned disappears. I revert to the old way. Push, convince, close. By the end of this episode, you'll have one line that cuts through all that noise and brings everything back into focus. My old belief, sales is a fight. It's you versus the prospect's objections. You versus the competition. You versus the clock. And the person who fights hardest wins most.
And the truth?
The truth is, every time I fought, I created the resistance I was fighting against. The harder I pushed, the harder they pushed back. The more I tried to convince, the more they needed to be convinced. I was generating my own obstacles.
You were at war with yourself.
At war with myself.
Every sales interaction is a mirror. Push, and you see resistance. Calm, and you see openness. Argue, and you see defense. Listen, and you see trust. The fight isn't with the prospect. It never was. The fight is with the part of you that believes selling requires force. Sun Tzu made this the centerpiece of his entire philosophy. 不战而屈人之兵, 善治善者矣. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the supreme excellence.
We've touched on this before, but it hits different now.
It should, because now you've lived it. 44 episodes of removing pressure, creating space, reading signals, exiting with grace, letting the other side move first. Every single one of those lessons was a variation of one idea: stop fighting. Hold that, because this time we're going to sit with it.
So all 44 lines point here.
Every one. Stop pushing. Remove the fight. That was episode 2. Silence is space. Don't fill it. Episode 3. Pressure taxes momentum. Episode 5. Don't build ladders too early. Episode 14. You don't need to decide today. Just 3 episodes ago. Different words. Same principle.
Win without making it a fight.
When you remove the fight, something remarkable happens. The prospect stops defending and starts deciding. The conversation stops being a negotiation and starts being a collaboration. The deal stops being something you extract and becomes something you build together.
I used to think that was naive, that the real world doesn't work that way.
And now?
Now I think it's the most practical thing I've ever learned. Because every deal I've forced has been fragile. And every deal that came together without a fight has been solid. The ones built on pressure need constant maintenance. The ones built on trust maintain themselves. So what does win without fighting actually look like in practice? Before a call, during a call, after a call.
Let's walk through all 3. Because this line isn't a philosophy. It's a pre-call checklist. Before the call, the fight starts in your head. It starts with the belief that you need this deal. That urgency creates desperation. Desperation creates pressure. And the prospect feels it the second you open your mouth.
So before the call, what do I do?
Remind yourself, I'm here to understand, not to win. My job is to see if there's a fit, not to force one. If this deal isn't right, the next one will be. That mental frame changes everything. Your voice drops. Your pace slows. Your questions get better. You stop performing and start listening.
During the call, what does no fight look like?
3 signals. You ask more than you state. You pause after important moments instead of filling them. And when the prospect raises a concern, your first response is curiosity, not defense. Tell me more about that. Not, let me explain why that's not an issue.
And after the call,
you don't chase, you follow up with value, not pressure. You send them something useful, an article, a framework, a relevant case study. Not just checking in. Not any updates. You stay present without being needy. You trust the process. That's what Sun Tzu meant. The fight is over before it begins, because you never let it become one.
So the 3 phases are: before, set the frame; during, listen more than you speak; after, add value, not pressure.
And the line that holds all 3 together:
win without making it a fight.
Let me show you how this connects to everything we've covered. Because this isn't just a new tool. This is the tool that contains all the other tools. When you remove pressure, you stop fighting. When you create silence, you stop fighting. When you prepare instead of perform, you stop fighting. When you name reality instead of denying it, you stop fighting. When you let them move first, you stop fighting. Every tool in this series is an expression of one principle.
Don't fight, create conditions.
Don't fight, create conditions where the right outcome emerges on its own. That's what Sun Tzu spent his entire text trying to teach generals. The supreme victory requires no battle, because the conditions were set so perfectly that the battle became unnecessary.
And in sales, the supreme close requires no closing technique.
Because the trust was built so deeply, the value was so clear, the timing was so right, the prospect wasn't closed, they chose, freely, confidently, without a fight. Now, the final line of this series.
I'm ready.
Win without making it a fight.
7 words, and I can feel every episode inside them.
Before every call, before every meeting, before every negotiation, whisper it to yourself, not as a trick, as a reminder of who you've become. Someone who doesn't need to fight, because they know how to create the conditions where fighting isn't necessary.
So this isn't a closing line, it's an opening line.
It's the line that starts every conversation right. When you walk in without the need to win, you're the most powerful person in the room. Because you're the only one not fighting. 2 more ways to carry it. Before a high-stakes call, write 3 words on a notepad, no fight necessary. Put it where you can see it during the conversation. Every time you feel the urge to push, glance at those words. They'll bring you back.
A physical anchor.
The simplest tools are the strongest ones. Your eyes reset your brain faster than any technique.
And the second way?
At the end of each week, review your conversations. For each one, ask, did I fight? Or did I create conditions? No judgment, just observation. Over time, the pattern shifts. The fights get fewer, the wins get easier, and you'll notice something surprising. The prospects start doing the work for you.
3 tools. Win without making it a fight. No fight necessary, on the notepad. Weekly review. Did I fight, or create conditions? All about making the principle a habit.
Let's lock them in, one last time.
Here's my takeaway. 45 episodes. 45 lines. Every one of them is a variation of the same idea. Stop fighting. Remove pressure. Create space. Let trust do the work that force never could.
Keep going.
Sun Tzu Supreme Excellence,不战而屈人之兵. To subdue without fighting, not weakness, not passivity, the highest form of strategic mastery. Applied to sales, the best deals don't feel like deals at all. They feel like natural agreements between 2 people who trust each other. The principle: before the call, set the frame. During the call, listen. After the call, add value. No fight necessary.
Drill zone, one last time. Come back here before your next call. You're about to pick up the phone. It's a big deal. Your palms are sweating. Your mind is racing through objections and rebuttals. What do you tell yourself?
Win without making it a fight.
Again, like it's the only thing you know.
Win without making it a fight.
Good. Now the anchor.
No fight necessary, written where I can see it.
And the weekly review.
Did I fight, or did I create conditions?
The sequence, one last time. Before the call, win without making it a fight. During the call, listen, pause, ask. After the call, add value, not pressure. Review, did I fight, or create conditions? That's the whole system. 45 episodes, one principle.
One principle.
Your final assignment, not just this week. From now on, before every call, say the line. During every conversation, catch yourself when you start to fight. After every call, ask the question. Let the principle become your default.
And if it works?
It will, not because it's clever, because it's true. The oldest strategy book ever written said it 2,500 years ago. And it's still true today. Stop fighting, start creating conditions. The rest takes care of itself.
Which tool should I carry forward?
All of them, but if you remember only one thing: A. Win without making it a fight. B. No fight necessary, on the notepad. Or C. Did I fight, or create conditions? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every one.
So, what's next?
That's 45 lines. One for every situation. Go use them. Keep them close. Come back when you need a reminder. The strategy hasn't changed in 2,500 years. And it won't change tomorrow. You have everything you need.
Ancient strategy, modern sales, one usable line per episode.